Text-to-speech disabled. Text-to-speech enabled.
Alright, let's go. Had a bit of a warm day today. It's cooling off now though. But it's not like too cold or anything. This is nice. And we got a lot of sunlight left, at least an hour. So, I haven't really thought about where I want to go today. We could do around the what's it called? The desalination plant. Or we could go through that little bit where the not kangaroos, where the mine shafts are. I don't know. Might do that. The only bad thing about that is you got to lift the bike in and out, which is a bit. I don't mind doing it. I just don't want to risk scratching the little lens I've got on my camera. This almost happened last time, and if I do that, well, it's going to cost money to fix. What I could do is put a little protective UV filter on front of it, and then if that gets scratched up, it's like $10 or whatever, replace it. But that will make things heavier. Not by much, but there's already enough weight hanging off onto this thing. But the lens adapter I've got makes it, really bumps up the weight. It's like 70 grams or something, and like phones don't weigh that much as it is. Alright, how are we going here? He looked like he was going to stop, but he didn't. Never tell, never assume. I mean, they got right away, so just assume that it's usually the better option. Ooh, VS, nice. It's a V6 one though, auto. But hey, they're getting rarer these days, so. I saw a video the other day, this guy, what's his name, Matty something? Don't know his full name anyway, he's a YouTuber in Perth, does mostly Ford content, and he pointed out something that he realised is like, in the past you'd see like a V6 VS driving around, you're like, yep, that car's on its way to an industrial estate. But these days you see them and it's like, it's a clean car. It's a car someone's taken care of. And he hates the fact that like a crummy VS Commodore has become something that is worth turning your head for. But we gotta ding these. Give him a heads up. That's wild. She didn't even look up from her phone. It's just like, whatever. My phone's more important than the whole world right now. If you say so. I think we'll go to the desal plant. It's been a while since I've been down there. I greased up my chain today, and I don't really want to ride on like a really dusty trail, Like it's going to happen eventually, but do I have to do it immediately after putting the grease on there? Probably a better idea to stick to main roads, but it's mostly main roads up there with some gravel. It's not really fine stuff, so I can justify it. All right, cool, that's decided, we'll do that. Now, which way do we want to go? I think I'll just stick to the roads. Get out of my way, pigeons! Yeah, we'll stick to the road. We'll go this way, the way I normally go. Might see some wildlife. Or maybe not. Man, it's like, when you're wearing this harness, you don't really want to turn your head too much. It discourages you from doing so. Whereas if you don't have it, you know, you can just freely look around. You're not constricted so much. Which is makes things a little bit more, you know, stifles my awareness. Because I can't just easily look around like I normally would. Oh, there it is, $3. It's nearly 7 cents a litre for diesel. Ouch. And people are saying it's going to hit $4 a litre. If it hits that much, man, this country just grinds to a halt. Nothing's getting done. Nobody can afford that. You know, people can barely afford things as it is. Cost of living and all that. And you slog them with higher petrol costs, higher costs for deliveries, higher costs for anything that needs to be transported. Yeah, people are going to struggle. It's going to suck. They just got hit with higher interest rates as well, so, you know, jacking up the cost of everything else by a good 25% doesn't make their lives easier. Alright, we'll go left. Get away from all those giant bloody trucks. You know what, I can actually jump it up a gear. We can go a bit quicker today. If I can maintain some momentum up this little hill. This one's not bad. The one after this is a pain. It's so long you can't keep any momentum. It just saps it. All right. 6 windmills, 2 are going. And they're not going very fast. What a waste of money. I think I can hear a car. I don't know what I hear. Oh, someone's laid some big skids here. If you look for a gap, you can see where they hit up the next gear. That guy was lazy, he just left it in first. Could have gone harder, buddy. Get up to 3rd gear. Yeah, that hill up there. That's the one that's a bit more difficult. All right, we'll try it. We'll try to keep my momentum up. I mean, I'm already bleeding speed here. I can feel it.
Sarah Seshovan said, "Hi, what up, dude? Hope you've been doing well."
How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm doing all right. I had a bit of a headache, last 2 days. Really just yesterday. Mostly due to the heat and the humidity. And it's a lot better today. So I figured, hey, let's get on the bike. Perfect weather for it. Yeah, we had it was like really humid yesterday. Humid and hot. It's like 27 degrees and you could suck down the air. Drink it almost.
Sarah Seshovan said, "Ah, that's sad to hear. Hydrate well."
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
doing
made
alright
it
today.
back home.
Ah, nice. Yeah, that's right. Everyone's starting their work weeks. I got half my stuff done today. I'll do the rest when I get home. It's easy stuff today. And then I can send out a nice fat invoice and get some video cards. I might have fixed my computer actually. I've got these brackets that let me moved my hard drives to the CD bays. So I moved 2 of them up
Sarah
there.
Seshogan said, oh no, haha.
Yeah, I put 2 of them up there, and it let me remove the hard drive cage, which means I can fit
Sarah Seshogan
bigger
said,
GPU.
oh yeah, you mentioned you were looking for PC parts.
Yeah, because my GPU kept crashing. Like, even on real basic stuff, like running videos. Now it's good. Gave it a good test yesterday. Seems fine now. I think what it was is, it just wasn't seated 100% in the slot. So when it needed to draw power from the PCIe slot, couldn't pull enough, and then it would just crash. Like, that motherboard is from like 2008, 2009. I've had it a while. So the slots are probably getting worn out a bit. But anyway, seems to be going good now. I'll try not to jinx
Sarah
it.
Seshogan said, I'm still on a Dell i7 laptop mate from 2017.
Yeah,
I need an update myself.
that's not that old. It's only, what, 9 years old at this stage? That'll be like an i7, like 4000 or something like that. 4770. I'm just sticking with my old hardware. It works, why replace it?
Sarah Seshogan said, I was waiting for the Steam Deck.
Oh yeah, everyone's kind of waiting. That and the Steam Box. Steam
Sarah
Box got
Seshogan
delayed.
said, oh wait. Oh.
Yeah, the Steam
Sarah
Box.
Seshogan said, Steam Machine.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, everyone's hanging out for that, but the RAM stuff has sort of put it on hold. It's kind of bad timing too, right? Like, they just announced it. Smart, they didn't announce the price. And yeah, now everyone's in limbo. It's like, well, they've got this thing, but they can't afford it. Because the price of RAM is probably like the cost of every other component in the thing. It came out, they said 16 gig. And even like 16 gig with DDR5 that's a lot. It's gonna be expensive. That's like, what, $300-400 AU at least. And then if you want the faster stuff, yeah, you're gonna be paying a bit more for it. I looked at the specs for it. It seems, if they can price it well, it'll sell well. But it's fairly like entry-level specs. They were saying the GPU is like a 7600.
I heard it's tech of 2023, 2024 in that box.
Yeah. But if you're using it for like TV, you know, like, and you're sitting on a couch and you're far enough away from the screen, it'll be fine. It'll be perfect for that. And it's nice to have all that native support with like a Steam Deck as well. So you could just like render everything on the Steam Box and then send it over to the Steam Deck. Of course, if you've got a good computer, you can do that anyway. No, I'll just stick with my older, ancient hardware. Like, I'm basically getting the cheapest, newish GPU I can get. It's about $300.
Sarah Seshogan said, well, was thinking of starting streaming on that thing.
Yeah, you probably could. I mean, streaming computer, you don't really need a lot of hardware for that. It just needs to be reliable. You need something with a good encoder, and then, you know, enough to play games or whatever. Like, I tested mine the other day. Like, I could totally stream games on it now. Wouldn't have a problem. But I'm not going to until I get that new GPU. And it's going to be mostly for productivity. Like, I really don't have many games I play anymore. I did play a lot of Cyberpunk. I think I could do another playthrough of that. But everything else is like old stuff. It's like Deus Ex, like from the start, like the first one, all the way through to like Human Revolution and the one after that. I think it was Mankind Divided. Maybe it was the other way around. I can't remember which one was the last one. And we're never getting
Sarah Seshogan
closure
said,
on that.
"Oh, that's cool. How long is the wait for that GPU?"
Oh, it's available. I can just go grab it. The hold up is me getting paid for my invoice. Then I can just grab it and I'll be fine. It's one of those jobs where we agreed, like, okay, cool, I'll do this and I'll hit you up when it's done. But then as I'm working on it, he's sent through more stuff. So we just extend it and extend it.
Sarah Seshogan said, "I have all those games and haven't started them."
Yeah, Deus Ex is actually pretty good. Human Revolution, the first modern one, is really good. It holds up really well too. And the one after that, Mankind Divided, is pretty solid as well. It's one of those games where it gives you like a number of different ways to approach a situation. Really, it's
Sarah
like
Seshogan
violence
said,
or
"I played Human
stealth.
Revolution. I love it to bits."
Yeah, it's good. I wouldn't mind playing that again. I like that whole like cyberpunky Chinese area. That's pretty sweet. And then like, yeah, Detroit's just like going to shit. Hang on. We can go in here. Wait, can we? Yeah, looks like we can. It's just a park. Okay, so this is the end of the park here.
Sarah Seshogan said, "Mankind Divided in 2077 I haven't started with. 2077 I want to experience that in VR."
Oh, it's actually built really well for VR. Like super immersive. And it's not like they had to mod it to do it. It's the devs have just gone ahead and made it that way. Like all the cutscenes, yeah, they're in first person. You'll basically never see your character in third person, which is funny because they put a lot of emphasis at the start on customizing your character. It's just the way they've done it. It really adapts to VR nicely. Oh, change gears? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I want to do Cyberpunk with path tracing, but that's just way beyond my budget. Because the path tracing makes such a big difference. Not so much outside, but when you're
Sarah
inside.
Seshogan said, "And I was one of the bozos that bought the collector's edition in PS4. Once I heard it doesn't even work well, I just didn't touch it."
Yeah, the PS4 version's like, they stopped selling that because it was, the hardware wasn't up for it. But you know, they were greedy, they got pushed. They're like, hey, you need to put this on every platform that can handle it. Well, it turns out it can't really handle it that well. They even stopped patching through changes to it.
"Is petrol really $4 a litre?"
Hey Danny, no, I saw $3 a litre
Sarah
before.
Seshogan said, "I just bought a lot of stuff during the pandemic. It was a coping thing, I guess."
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did the same. That's when I got all my camera gear. But yeah, Danny, I reckon rural Victoria, it'll be $4 a litre already. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, we're gonna go. Yeah, we'll go through the middle.
Ozzy Danny said, "Ouch."
It'll hit $4. I'm pretty certain of it. It'll be interesting to see how everybody reacts to that. People are saying they're going to bring in like rationing as well as designated days where you can drive your car, which I think is total bullshit. Like if you can afford the fuel, you should be able to drive wherever you want. Anyway, it's going to affect everybody. It's going to suck. No horse riding, lucky for me. I don't have a horse. Yeah, what people don't realise is like, yeah, okay, petrol goes up, but everything that gets transported goes up. Everything that uses like a tractor goes up. That's all food, anything that gets transported, which is basically everything, any consumer good.
Ozzy Danny said, "I suspect they'll have to cap how much people can buy of the petrol.
I think
Like
places
the
are already
toilet
doing
paper and
that.
baby formula panic buying."
Yeah, they're already limiting like how many jerry cans you can fill up. But you know, you just go to another servo. It's kind of hard to really limit that. It's going to be the toilet paper thing all over again. People are just going to buy extra for the fear of not having it, and that's just going to dry up existing supplies even quicker. Like, I'm lucky, all my work is just done online, so I don't really have to travel that much. But you know, the type of work I wanted to do, which is like videography stuff and marketing and stuff for small businesses,
said,
got to go there.
It's going up and doesn't seem to reach a standstill.
This all happened in the second Iraq War. I remember oil hit like, it was over $100 a barrel. And yeah, fuel just jumped. It went from like $1.20, but it didn't go that much. I think the highest it got was like $1.70 back then, which is still nearly double what it was. Or it's a good 50% increase on it. But this time, seems like we're just not in a good position to weather this. We don't have the reserves, we don't have local refineries. And yeah, the available supply is just getting bought up by everyone else. They're gonna drive the price up. Even if we had our local stuff, like, they would still be exporting it to whoever the highest bidder is. It's just what companies do. Otherwise, they're just losing money for no reason. I have no idea where this road goes.
Ozzy Dunny said, I mean, we still have access to SE.
Yeah.
Asian markets.
Yeah, we do. And there's a lot
Ozzy Dunny said, we'll be fine except for the panic buyers.
Yeah, there's a lot of oil that comes out of like Malaysia and that sort of area. You know, like, they got Petronas and all that down there. I think this road just goes around the whole diesel plant. Have to see where it ends up. I'm pretty sure if I follow it, it just goes back to the road I was on, that main one. Or at least it'll take me to a path that gets me down there. But yeah, any tradies, they're gonna have to start charging more because they drive a lot. You know, often they'll have work sites or just jobs that they're doing that are like ages away. My housemate used to his boss would rent him out a hotel room while he was just doing jobs like far away from home, just so they could get them done. Yeah, I saw before, it was $2.97 at the Shell, and they're kind of like the highest price in town. So it's gone up an extra, like what, 10 cents since last time. Okay, there's a path over there. Where does this go? I am straight up lost. We'll go this way. Let's see where it ends up. Can always double back. Grab a drink first. It's a bit of a warm one today. I was cleaning up my bike and doing the chain before. That was about 5 o'clock. Would have been too hot to ride. But you know, it's cooled down a bit since then. All right, you need security clearance to get in here. Let's have a look. Give the security guards a reason to pay attention to their screens for once. It's a nasty looking series of fences. CCTV, where is it? On a wave. I actually cannot see it. Oh, there it is. All right, access.
Sarah Seshogan said, my family usually does 98. Currently it's 263.9.
Yeah, I always do 98 because I've got a Japanese engine in my car and in Japan, they actually have higher rated octane than us. I think they go up to like 105 or 103.
Sarah Seshogan said, we're going down to 95.
Yeah, I found, not so much with like the lower rated stuff, but the E10 stuff, like yeah, it's cheaper, but you're not going to get as far out of a tank on that. And I never figured it would like even out. So I was better off just putting 98 in it and getting the full capacity. But you can check your car's engine. It'll have like a recommended fuel. If it says 95, there's no reason to put 98 in it. You know, if it's a stock engine, that's what it's designed for. Like higher octane just means it's more resistant to detonation under compression, which means like if you're running high boost or you have a high compression engine, then you need 98. But if it's like a normal car, a lot of them are just designed for like 95 or even 91. But the servos, they like it when you pay more money, so they'll tell you, oh, it's cleaning your engine and all this other crap. All right, I want to go this way because I know where that goes. Been down there before. And I'm pretty sure I know where this comes out. This goes to the caravan park near mouth of the Powlett River. But I've never been down here, so let's find out. Yeah, I miss when petrol was like $1.20 a litre. That was great. But then again, that was like 20 years ago. Shit, when I was a kid, I remember it being 50 cents a litre. LPG was 8 cents a litre. That would have been like early 90s, maybe late 80s. And I remember with LPG, it was so cheap for so long, right? Less than 20 cents a litre. And then the government brought in this like incentive plan to convert your car over. They're like, oh, we'll help cover the cost to convert over to LPG. And then after they did that, they jacked up the taxes on it or something, and then the price of LPG just went through the roof. And it's not...
Danny said, I don't know what this means, but Rack says the cheapest here is 208.9 CTL, so I think that's in cents, not dollars.
Yeah, and that's probably... Well, you guys get it cheaper too.
Ho, that's a while ago.
Yeah, you get it cheaper because Queensland have less taxes on their fuel because it's such a big state. The WA guys are not so lucky. Yeah, that was, back when they still had leaded petrol, which our car needed, or, we used to run it on. So years of sucking down leaded fumes has probably led to my current mental state. Wouldn't surprise me. Although our car didn't actually need it. It was because Japan got rid of leaded fuel way ahead of everybody else. They got rid of it in the 80s, whereas Australia were holding on for a while. We just didn't need it. It was mostly for like, cars from like the 60s and before. A lot of stuff from the 70s didn't need it.
OG Danny said, yeah. $2.09 per litre, but most of the others seem to be at about $2.58 TTX.
Yeah, $2.09 is good. I'd be loading up on that. G'day. Yeah, $2.09 will be nice and cheap. You could almost pull off some arbitrage with that. You could buy it for that much, go somewhere where it's expensive, and then sell it off at the higher rate over there. Okay, so that's where we are. You know what? Let's go all the way to Kilcunda and we'll watch the sunset from there.
Sarah said, I'll take that.
And might have to ride back in the dark a little bit. Ooh, loose gravel, not fun. I was at a Listerfield mountain bike track. They got the Commonwealth Games track there. And I rode almost to the top. There's maybe 3/4 up. There's a bit where you go down a bit and then you go back up. And I was flying down this bit and they had sort of gravel like this, but a lot thicker. and I was going way too quick, and the bike's getting all loose under me. And like, if I hit the brakes, that's it, man, I'm going off the bike. So I just committed to it and just kept going. And I survived it. But yeah, lesson learned. Because if you hit the brakes, you just skid. And the bike's just going to come out from underneath you. So yeah, I'll show you this. This is kind of nice. Got a nice river here. So that's Powlett River. And that bike track that I ride on is, I don't know if it's those trees or the ones further. It's probably those trees there. That's probably the bike track. And then the rest is all like farmland. That's nice though. And then you go the other way. Over here. And you can see the beach up there, or the mouth of the river. You can just sort of
Sarah Seshogan said,
see the sand
that's
dunes.
a good view.
Yeah, it is nice out here.
Ozzy Dunny said, very peaceful.
This would be a really good spot for a photo. Yeah, it is peaceful. There's no noise or anything, no cars. I can just hear the ocean up there. I can actually see it. There's a little bit of blue. You won't be able to see it because it's too small on the phone. Might have to sneak the camera out here one day. Around this time, or like in the morning or something. Hang on a sec, we've got to get in the right gear. I always do this. I always end up stopping in the wrong gear. And then it's super difficult to get started again. I saw his video, this dude had like, his front gear on his bike was like the size of a pizza dish. And then the one on the back was like that. And he, like, you know, like one pedal of the front would spin the back so many times. He couldn't get it started. He could only get this thing started by like standing up and like putting all his weight on it and slowly getting up to speed. In theory, it would have like a stupidly high top speed, but he'll never get there. That was a funny little engineering experiment. You'll see dudes, they'll be like at a salt flat or something like that, and they'll be riding behind a truck, and the truck's just cutting all the wind resistance in front of them, and dudes can cycle up to like 200 k's an hour or something. Without the wind resistance, there's nothing stopping you, you just go. So it's kind of like once you hit about 30 k's an hour, after that the wind resistance just builds up.
Petrol to the moon.
Yeah, builds up exponentially. How you going, dude? Yeah, man, it's getting up there. I don't see it coming down anytime soon. I'm ahead of the curve. I'm already used to the bikes. Tell you what, dudes are gonna be like raking it in with horses and stuff. You're like, she's green powered, no steroids. She'll get 50 k's to the hay bale. And it's convertible.
Said, I'm afraid of leaving the apartment. Real 4D checkers move.
Yeah, man, I remember the first time like, my car has a 40 litre tank and it's always like $60 tops to fill it up. And then one day I filled it up and it was like $90. I'm like, holy shit, that hurts. Plus, for the longest time I was reviewing cars, and the way that works is you pick up the car and it has a full tank of fuel and you don't have to fill it up when you drop it off. So for like 3 years I basically didn't have to buy fuel. So yeah, it hurt going back to getting slogged in the wallet to pay for that. And that was, that was like maybe $2 a litre, like $1.90 a litre. Now, oh my God, I don't even want to think about it. 120 bucks to fill up my car probably, minimum. Yeah, I think the bike track's just up there where that little hill goes up. Hopefully it is. I don't want to ride up that hill. That's a bit of an incline there. Yeah, it will be. I can see the main road. But yeah, I'm kind of lucky. I've sort of focused so that most of my work is done online. Don't have to get out and about too much. But the stuff I want to do does require driving, quite a lot of it. So yeah, throws a spanner in the plans. We'll just deal with it. Oh, we're gonna have a nice sunset. It's like, there's a lot of clouds over there, but they're not the ones that completely block it out. They just sort of add a bit of texture to the sky. You'll see it in a sec when we turn left. Look at that, that looks good. right, let's get on the bike track. What's this say? Oh, okay, yeah. There's bikes without riders, people walking, and trotting horses crossing the road up ahead. Oh, it's easy to miss this bike track. If you're going quick enough, you just go right past it. Yeah, from here to the beach isn't too far. I reckon 10 minutes. So we'll definitely make it in time for the sunset. And then we'll ride back when it's twilight. Should be good. And, oh yeah, with my last stream, the airport one, I don't know what happened. I think it lost signal and then it just never reconnected, because when I got to the airport, the camera was fine. Just end it, you know. I was only like maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes from the airport, but it cut out at like the best part, like just before you get to the actual city, which is a shame. So what I need to do is have a way while I'm driving of easily resetting the camera, or the camera app, just like off on. Because when I'm driving, I've got to like unlock the phone, go into the app, click the button, click it again, and then it'll work. But I don't really want to take my eyes off the road. It's kind of a detailed process. Like the app is meant to reconnect automatically, but looks like sometimes it fails. I could try a different app actually. I've got another one that basically works the exact same way. I might try that next time, see if it's a bit more resilient to drops. Nearly there. That thing on the left there is just a big sand dune. Once we get over that, we're at the beach with some pretty nice views. Just gotta go up this minor hill. Yeah, I got a bit sick of being inside the last couple of days. I wanted to get out. Like right now, I should be at home working, so I can email this guy before tonight's over. But one more day isn't the end of the world. He'll be fine. He didn't respond to my last email anyway, so I think he's just waiting for the whole thing to be done. So I can hit him up tomorrow, get the all okay from him, put together a rather lengthy, detailed invoice, and go GPU shopping. And yeah, once I get the GPU, stream quality will go up quite a bit, because not only does it have a way better encoder, I can do that, what's it, enhanced encoding thing that OBS lets you do. And that lets your PC encode the signal at various resolutions, and then you get 10,000 kilobits that you can send it through at, as opposed to 6,000. And 10,000 on H.264 versus 6,000 is wildly different. Oh, look at all the spray coming up. Oh man, that is pretty out here. Might take my time along here, this is nice.
Sarah Seffogan said, I saw this reel the other day of this guy finding a hack by renting out a car and exhausting the fuel without filling up.
I saw that.
According to the PNC, he'd get charged $2 instead per litre.
Yeah, that guy, they're like, oh look, if you don't fill it up, we'll charge you $2 a litre to fill it up. He's like, all right, I'll take those odds. Your policy is wildly out of date. But then of course, you know, he's gone online and told everybody, so they're going to update their policy right away. Wouldn't surprise me if they try and make it like retroactive or something too. Like, nah man, this is the new one, you got to do it like this.
Sarah Seshogan said, haha, the algorithm hits out.
Yeah. I'll get you a nice view of the water in a bit. Oh, there's a car park down there. Okay. Yeah, check this out. This is beautiful up here. There's no one on the beach. It's just empty. I might go down there. Actually, I don't want to get sand all in my shoes. We can explore Kilcunda a little bit. We'll check out what's up there. Yeah, I'm glad I came out here. This is much nicer than us staring at a screen, loading up products into a shop. Oh boy, so much fun. I can do that later. One of the good things is my job, like a lot of the stuff I have to do, it's mindless. You just kind of switch off and do it. And then because it's so, mentally non-taxing, you can just do other stuff. You can put on a stream, or you can just put music on, or put some videos on. Kind of nice. Oh, there's a big sailboat out there. Not big, but it's got a tall sail. Where's the little lookout bit? It's got to be up ahead. Yeah, this is like, with all this spray coming up, it's making the light look really nice. It's really soft. I think that
Sarah
thing's up here.
Seshogan said, I want to get back into trail walks looking at this view.
It's worth it, man. Definitely worth it for your mental health, I'll tell you that. Like, I've gone literally weeks with just being inside, and you don't realise how much of a difference just getting outside for a little bit makes. Ooh, that sand is rough, not rough, but bogs me down a bit. Yeah, we'll chill here for a bit. There we go. Adjust this. Yeah, it's not bad out there.
Sarah Seshogan said, used to do a lot back then, same with treetop climbing.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. Like sometimes, like you've got stuff that you do all the time, and then it just sort of slips away from you. I don't know if you can. Actually, I can't even see that boat. Where was it? That boat's gone. There was a boat out there with a big sail, but I can't see it. Maybe he's taken in the sails. It's gone back to like the electric mode. But yeah, down there, that's where the river sort of comes out, but it's not high enough today to do it. If I go behind this sign, you can see a bit better. There's a bit of surf coming in. And you can see all the salty water in the air. Grab a drink. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go a bit further up and I'll grab some water and then maybe ride around Kilcunda for a little bit and then we'll head home. We'll just get low.
Sarah Seshogan said, it looks like Luke's thumbnail a bit with the colour palette lol.
Yeah, I haven't seen his thumbnail. I'll have to check it out when I get home. Last I saw, he was driving back from, I can't remember the name of it, but that place near where the earthquake was. He was sort of around there. Noto Peninsula. He was sort of like south of that. He would have done his morning stream today. Yeah, around there. Yeah, I think he did his morning stream today. Hang on, I gotta adjust this. His sunrise stream, because he usually does those on Mondays. And I like those, they're something different, a bit of variety. All right, let's go. I don't mind riding back in the dark today. I got my torch on and the weather's nice, so.
Sarah Seshogan said, nah, he said he's been exhausted to the max recently.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Ozzy Danny said, I only caught the VOD channel stream today.
He overdoes it. He, too many hours. You know, and like you're just gonna get burned out. G'day. I mean, like most of Luke's streams go for 12 hours. Like that's insane. He's got to have like a hard cutoff, like maybe 8 or 6 hours. Like try just do it as like a working week. You know, like 40 hours a week max, no more than that. Oh, horse shit. Gotta dodge that. Yeah, I want to explore this sort of town over here a little bit. I think it's mostly just holiday houses and probably like a few like retiree houses. Wouldn't surprise me if half the houses here are Airbnbs.
Sarah Seshogan said, there's horses up these tracks.
Yeah, they ride horses.
Ozzy Danny said, yeah. Burnout is why I usually just 3 days or 4 if I have nothing else on.
Yeah, exactly.
Cause you got to account for time to work on stream improvements too.
Man, I got burnt out just doing website work. That hit me bad in like 2019, like the last half of 2019.
Ozzy Danny said, like today not a stream day, but I did spend time going through the Steam sales.
Oh yeah, even the off-stream stuff, like it takes a lot of time. Like adding, you know, redeems and changing all the scenes and OBS stuff, and even in just planning like what you're gonna do. I didn't really plan today. I just sort of jumped on the bike and figured out as I was going. But desktop streaming, like you have to plan it. Otherwise you're just gonna be sitting there looking at a screen with nothing to do.
Sarah Seshogan said, the no plan plan.
Yeah, just wing it, see how it goes. Meep, meep. Oh, good to see my brakes are still squeaky. Oh man, that bogged down. All right, free water, let's go. Gotta be careful, last time my bike almost fell over when it was on this little rack. All right, I hope this works. Yep, cool. It's not as good as the water we got at home, but it'll do. We got like a charcoal filter for all our water. And you notice the difference, like I can smell when they put chlorine in the tap water. It's really strong. Because we don't have like a big dam out here. There's a small dam somewhere that feeds the town. And yeah, you can definitely smell the chems that they're putting in that. Keep all the bugs away. Why did I do that? I want my seat down, there we go. All right, let's cross the road. I've never actually crossed the road here. Gone past it for 6 years. Let's actually check out the other side. And then, what's the time? 7? Okay. I gotta start heading back by 7:30. We'll get back, it'll be dark by then. But I got my light, so I'll survive. Yeah, get right up that hill. Yeah, this little strip of shops up here
Sarah
gets kind of busy on the weekends.
Alright, I'm in need of a short, smooth, lovely sunset, mate.
No worries,
Glad
man.
to drop by and have a safe trip back.
Have a good nap. And I'm sure I'll see you later in a couple streams when I get home. G'day. Yeah, let's have a look over here. You can see these houses, a lot of them look sort of like holiday house-ish. They got that distinct, like unlived in look to them. Let's have a little snoop. But yeah, apparently these cafes and restaurants over here, very expensive because they've basically got a monopoly. And because I'm a cheapskate, I won't be eating at them. All right, let's go across the road. I think they want you to like walk across here or use the signals. Man, not really necessary, especially when there's no cars coming. All right. Oh, they got a chemist here. All right. So what's this? This is like a little bar cafe thing. Looks nice. Police. Okay, they're trying to get rid of it. And then this place is always busy. Always people here. These ones. Just not today. They're probably shut by now. Ocean View Hotel. Well, they got the music on, but I don't know if there's anyone there. Oh no. They're still serving. Ooh, kegs. Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but kegs are owned by the breweries. So, you ever see someone selling like those keg Webbers? There's a good chance they've nicked those kegs. They have procured them somehow. Yeah, these houses are, you'd be paying for the view for sure. It's definitely nice. So this is a house. There's someone actually living in that. It's not a holiday house. So they got a garden that they're keeping up and they got a boat out the front. All right, let's go down here and have a quick look. Oh, that flag has seen better days. It's all torn up. My bike's still squeaking a bit. Might be the pedals. I've got to have a look at it and see what's doing that. Because it doesn't squeak when I don't pedal. I can't tell where it's coming from either. I can't tell if it's like from the back or the front. All right, it's all dusty roads. What's up this one? Local traffic only, I'm sure that doesn't apply to bikes. Yeah, see this thing here looks definitely like a beachy type of house. Not a off the plan design. All right, this rabbit. Do I want to ride up this gravel? Come back this way. We'll do a loop, we'll see where it goes. So, you know what, some nice views on this side too. It's all hilly. It'll be really nice in spring when all the grass is green. I think this is just a court. Or can you double back? Nah, it's we got to go up the long way. That's all right. A little bit of exercise. Yeah, nice little pocket. Be interesting how much these places are. But then again, it's not like they'd come up for sale all that often either. All right, let's get up here. G'day. Well, we still got some light. I'll go down this way, have a look. All right, we got grip again, no more gravel. What's down here? Oh wow, there's vacant blocks up here. And they're big too, Jesus, look at this. That's like almost half an acre. It's at least 1,000 square metre block. That's a rare sight, old Corolla. Won't see too many of them around anymore. Oh, it's the Holden Corolla. I can't remember what they called those. Was it Nova? Holden Nova? Or was that the Camry one that they did? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, Nova, that's it. Damn, that's a rare beast. Yeah, Holden did a deal with Toyota in the 90s where they would sell, they were like cross-sell each other's cars. Like Toyota was selling Commodores as Lexans, not Lexus, Lexan. And then Holden would sell the Camry as the Apollo, and they sold the Corolla as the Nova. And it's like, what's the point? Like if you want a Corolla, get it from Toyota. Why would you get the Holden one? That makes no sense to me. Same deal with the Camry. So I have no idea what the thought process was behind that deal. All right, we're gonna cross back over. Yeah, on the weekends, every car park here is just full. This little strip of shops is bumping. It's busy. Okay. Can we get across without pushing the button? We'll get across here. Yep, we're good. If I hurry up, we'll see the sun go down. Maybe it from the bridge. It's definitely nicer than just the usual ride around town. Much nicer scenery, that's for sure. Okay. Animal rego. Like, how do they even enforce that? That's only an issue if you lose your animal. Oh no, your cat's not registered, we're gonna have to put it down. Okay, they're waiting for me. All right, let's get to the bridge and watch some sunsets. If I put some effort in on the way home, I won't get too cold. Like as soon as the sun's gone, you can feel it's dropped like a good 5 degrees easy. Right. Oh, that's not a nice smell. There's still a bit of sunlight if I go a bit further up. Oh, some horses just let go on that bridge. Gross. Oh man, I hope there was no one underneath. Oh, they would not have had a good day. Yeah, I saw like a nice bench up ahead. Oh, we're just, oh wow, that looks sick. Get a load of this. Look at the sun, it's just, you can stare right at it, doesn't even hurt. She's going down. Looks cool as though. It's like some Tatooine shit. Very pretty. Oh, sand dunes. Oh, they get deep. Yeah, I think that's the last of those. This bench is, I mean, you can't really see much if you're sitting on that one. It's kind of a bit low. There's gonna be a higher one up here somewhere. I hope. I need a spot where I can stop and you've got good visibility. Yeah, up here looks promising, except for that metal gate that they've put in the way. Oh no, there's a good decent spot. Let's go up here. All right, where this little chair is, bench. Not quite the same, having that gate in the way. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I got a bit closer to the gate, you can probably see a bit better. Well, I'll bring my bike with me. This will be cool, you better see it go right down. So I'll put the bike here quickly. Damn, it's moving fast. Yeah, that's good enough. And we'll watch it actually disappear. Hopefully, this is gonna be tricky because the gate's gonna like take focus. So maybe if I do like that. There we go. I just gotta not move. Yeah, it's very pink as it's going down. Won't take long. 2-3 minutes, that'll be gone. No, can't do that. It'll sort of poke the phone through the fence. Geez, I looked away for like a split second and it's visibly noticeable how it's going down. That's cool. Another 30 seconds and there'll be no more sun over there. Technically not sunset, there is an island in the way. What a nice sight though. I can actually see it moving, that's crazy. It's like 10 seconds, it'll be gone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I was off by 3 seconds. And there you go, no more sunlight. It's out of there. Of course, if I ride further up, we might be able to catch it up there, but I don't think so. That's cool though. I didn't know that the ocean mist would make it so you can actually stare right at the sun. All right, let's get out of here. Maybe put my lights on. Get that one. Get you on, but we don't need the bright mode. How much we got? Do the lowest. Yeah, 20 hours of light. That won't kick in until we really need it. Okay, now the bad bit. I've got to get home. Get home as the sun is getting darker and darker. But the good news is, my legs feel great. I've got lots of power left in me. So we can pick up the pace on the way back and we should be able to get back fairly quickly.
Ozzy Danny said, see, it's still perfectly light for us.
Ooh. Really? Okay. Yeah, so I've noticed that the sun has been setting like faster and faster. Now, like it just set. It's like what, 7:25? Yeah. Whereas like a month ago, like 8:30, it would set. And then next month we get daylight savings. Not daylight savings, they end daylight savings. So I get to sleep in a bit. But yeah, because you guys are like closer to the equator, it's just more, it doesn't change that much, doesn't fluctuate all that much. Just sort of stays the same. We got some nice pink skies on the way back though, like pink and purple. So hopefully that means tomorrow will be a nice day too. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I think I'll do some stream stuff that I've been meaning to do for a while. I want to bring back the point redeems.
Ozzy Danny said, well, where Rocky is, because we're on the tropics, we do get a little changes and even some winter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very predictable up there. But yeah, I think I'll add in point redeems. I've got a better handle on StreamerBot now. Oh, there's a lot of blants crossing over this path. And what else was there? Oh, I want to do the BRB screen and I got two ways I can do it. I can make individual clips and have them set to random, or I can make one big clip with a whole bunch of little ones in it and then have it always running. And I think that's the way to go. Because with random, like it seems to bring up the same ones like all the time. I know it's random, but you don't get the consistency. I'd rather just have it cycle through all of them and then go back to the start. All right, we're screaming along now. I might go back the same way that we came up, actually. A bit better than just going on the bike path the whole way. That means taking a ride up ahead.
Tazol23 said, popping in to say hi.
Hey Taz, welcome in. I saw you got yourself a new toy. I won't lie, I'm a little jealous. It's nice. Is it like a 430 or 428? I don't know the numbers for those BMWs too well. But it definitely looks nice. I've reviewed a few BMWs. They're always good cars.
Tazzle23 said, was a bit nervous but got it.
Yeah. Nervous because, like, it's just a
Danny
big purchase.
said, you got a
that's normal.
BMW Taz. Nice.
Yeah, Taz is balling now. Oh, kangaroos are like right there. They're just running off now. Almost went right past them. Lucky they went that way, not in front of me. Yeah, I still remember every time I'd pick up a BMW, you have to make a left-hand turn out of the dealership.
23 said, it's a 420i 2-litre base model, but lots of stuff.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, they load them up. You get like a lot of goodies in them. But they usually make you pick like the option packs. They sort of divide up. They have like the technology pack, and they'll have like the sports pack or like the comfort pack. You know, not necessarily those names, but they kind of group the options together. But yeah, every time I'd leave the dealership when I pick up a BMW, I'd put the windscreen wipers on, because you never get used to those wipers being on the other side and the indicator on the other side. You know, initially, after you drive it for a bit, it's fine. And then you jump into other people's cars and you'll do the thing, give them a wave.
Tazzle23 said, it's got the comfort act.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I haven't driven one for a while, so I don't know what like all the new stuff that they've put in them. When I was doing it, the new stuff was like radar cruise, although they had that for a while. It was more like the navigation in the instrument cluster. They were really pushing that. Because I reviewed I can't even remember what it was. It was like X-Drive 5 or something like that. Like a sporty SUV type thing. That was a cool car. Really, one thing I'll give BMW credit for is they really go stylish on the inside.
Fortunately, it's the same as my Toyota. I test drove it and auto went for the correct lever.
Oh, well, that's good. But yeah, BMW put a lot of effort into their interiors. And it shows. They're always really nice. Like, they're just nice places to be. And I also reviewed the I think it was a 135 or 130. Like the last 1 Series that was rear-wheel drive. That was a cool car. I really enjoyed that one. It was like a tiny little M3 type thing. Except, you know, it's a 1 Series.
Tazzle23 said, once I have it, I'll do a vid showing the interior.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you still got to like dial in all the settings and get it just the way you want. I don't get that option with my car. There's nothing to dial in. It's got all the luxury of being able to move the seat forwards and backwards. And if you're really feeling fancy, you can open a window. I do have a sunroof though, but I want to get rid of it. I want to weld in some metal and just block it. Because the little rubber thing that seals the rain from getting in, yeah, it's not working. It just lets the water right in. So I would be better off just scrapping it entirely. Oh, that's not a nice smell. It smells like swamp. Like mud flats. Get ready for a nice view. Got the river, kind of like just going out to the ocean over there. A bunch of wetlands leading up to it. I might have to stop for a second. Ooh. That's a very corrugated road. Oh, check out the sky. So the sun's pointing up at the clouds now. It's gone all pink. Looks really good. got the moon up there too. It's like you can barely see it. It's like a slither of the moon coming through. This was a really good night to come out for a ride. I'm glad I actually waited.
Tazzle23 said, there's pros and cons to a sunroof.
Oh yeah.
Also, without one, the roof's better for carrying load on the roof.
Yeah, you can put like pack racks on and stuff. I just want to get rid of it because it makes it heavier, it doesn't work, and it's very expensive to replace.
Tazzle23 said, nice sunset reflecting on the clouds.
Yeah, it's pretty out here. Just after sunset. I watched the sunset go down before. I actually saw the sun like dip down because it was behind all the spray from the ocean. So you could just look right at it, it didn't hurt your eyes. And yeah, you can just watch it like slowly going down. It was like very, like orange, like, not orange, it was more like a rose color. Probably because the ocean spray was like diffracting the light a bit. Changing how it looked. All right, I came out this way, so we're gonna go back this way. I won't cut back exactly the same way. I've got a rough idea where I'm meant to go. Yeah, as it gets darker, all those bugs are going to be coming right at me because of the light. That's a cow over there, or is that a horse? Looks like horse. You can barely see it. Bunch of old trucks over there though. That's interesting. Yeah, I got about 15 minutes and then it gets proper dark. Should be able to cover some good distance in that time though. I don't think this is actually any quicker. It might be because of the asphalt bit further up, but I think if I just stuck to the rail trail, I would actually get back faster. So this is kind of a scenic route. But this road comes up the back of the desalination plant. I always forget the name of that thing. And then that just leads to a road that goes into town. And that's my goal, get to that road. Some more farms up here. All right, we can pick up our speed a bit. The good news is this is the time when all the kangaroos come out. So we might see a few. Saw some before actually. Rode right past them. I can see some rabbits up there. It's probably too dark for the camera to pick up though. Oh, there's them all. There's probably foxes out this time too. They're out when their food's out. Although usually foxes are nighttime hunters.
Ozzy Gunny said, nah, like I said before, through the camera, what we see is basically daylight.
Oh, that's good. I'll have to check it when I get home. There's Rabbit, can you see him? Skitting around all over the place. Sort of came out and then went back that way. Okay, this is where I wanted to get to. And we just go left on this gravel path. Don't want to jinx myself, but I haven't had a flat tire yet, so it's pretty good. Alright, we just go. Yeah, this is easy to pedal on. Nice and soft. Not like sand soft, but it's not like those big rocks that I was just on. Lots of gravelly bits. Oh, it's definitely darker in here. I can barely see. It's real dark. I'm glad I didn't bring my sunnies. Yeah, you can see the rain has like shifted all the gravel over here. It seems to have settled down a bit. The other day, just after it rained, my bike was kicking up so many little rocks. You can see them off the light at the front. It's not so bad today. I mean, there's still a few doing it, but the other day they were getting kicked up and like hitting my legs and stuff. This is way nicer. We're making good time through here. I'm not cold either. I'm thinking about buying a dummy battery for my DSLR, because then I can just plug it in and it'll never run out of battery. But that doesn't mean I can use it in the car like that. I'd have to get like one of those big battery packs, like a 240 volt outlet on it if I wanted to do that. Or find...
Danny said, dummy battery has been very handy.
Yeah, they're cheap too. I saw them on Amazon, like 30 bucks. I'm like, oh, that's not so bad. So I remember years ago, they're like over 100 bucks from Canon, like the official one. But $30, that's not so bad. I can handle that. Like, I've got 2 batteries, and for video, you'll get about 2.5 hours each, maybe a little bit more.
I think I paid less than $10 on Amazon for this one.
Oh, there's a row.
It's gone fine for years.
Yeah. So it's... Ah, there he goes. Let him jump. He's trying to find a way to sneak off. We'll follow him. He seems to... Oh, he's coming right at us. He's coming right at us. He doesn't want to go over that bridge. There he goes. I'm not stalking you, man. I'm using the same bridge. Oh, he's jumping like crazy. Oh, has he jumped off the side? Yeah, he has. He's gone off that way. I can hear him. Oh, he's struggling in that long grass over there. It's all right. You weren't going to get hurt, mate. Alright, let's go.
Ozzy Danny said, exact same dummy now still on Amazon, currently $24.99.
Oh, that's cheap as. Yeah, I need one for an LPE6 battery. They're a little bigger. But the one I saw was 30 bucks, which isn't too bad. There's a bunch of them, but that one had a ton of reviews. So if lots of people are buying it and lots of people are happy, that's probably good enough for me.
Intense_7 said, Bag Lady 37 just raided in with 5 viewers.
Hey, Bag Lady.
Bag Lady 37
Thanks for the raid.
said, hi sugar.
How you doing? You guys just missed us chasing a wallaby. He decided to use the bridge in front of me and kind of wanted to jump off the
Basil
side, but he
23
couldn't.
said, also, car purchase has come at same time. I am a year older.
Ah, cool. Yeah, we're seeing
Bad
like
Lady 37 said, what?
a bunch of wildlife here. This is like a wildlife reserve. How was your stream? What did you get up to today? I saw before I left home.
Toilet said, wallaby chasing. Fun.
Yeah, there's heaps of like kangaroos, wallabies, rabbits out here. Because it's just a big like nature reserve that they've built around the desalination plant. And this is like the right time for kangaroos and stuff to come out. This is when they're kind of like most active. So I'll keep my eyes open for some. I mean, I've seen a few today.
Bad Lady 37 said, cooking talking about the price of gas.
Oh yeah, we've been doing the same. It's crazy. Like it will hit $3 a litre. Yeah, we'll go this way. It's already $3 a litre here. What am I saying? It'll hit $4 for sure. It's only going to go up. I don't see it getting cheaper. Yeah, we watched the sunset before as well. The ocean spray made it so you could look straight at the sun. And we just watched it go down. Ooh, I'm in the wrong gear for that. There we go. 2 years off of the right gear. You know what, I might turn my light up a little bit. There we go. Should be able to see a bit better now. Now we've still got plenty of battery on that, so I can stick around for another 3 hours if I want. Yeah, how'd you go with that car that you were picking up the other day? I saw you were like, you're worried that they hadn't done their maintenance on it or something.
Toilet said, yeah, I know wallabies. Really quick, easier to chase wombats.
Yeah,
Much better
tiny
chances
ones.
to catch. Lol.
Yeah, wallabies are just like
Rosie
cute,
Dunny
harmless
said,
kangaroos.
writing and talking about the price of petrol gas.
Here we go. All right, if I go right, that takes me to the beach. If I go left, it goes home. Seems like an easy decision. Oh, I shouldn't have come this way. There's a hill. My bad. It's all right. We'll just pick up the speed and get right over it. Yeah, what's the price of fuel like in Japan at the moment?
Bad Lady 37 said, oh yeah, I'm going to get the car maintenance this week.
Because when I was over there, fuel was always more expensive than over here. But that seems to have flipped now. When I'm looking at people's streams, I see it quite a bit cheaper than here. Should be like 240 yen a litre, which is still quite a lot, but that's cheaper than the rest of the world. I think it's because they have
Bad
less
Lady
taxes on it.
37 said, 4.35 a gallon.
Yeah.
On base.
Oh yeah. So that's like $6 a gallon. That's $1.50 a litre. See, over here we're paying double that.
Bad Lady 37 said, 175 litre in Japan.
Yeah, that's cheap. Damn. Well, that's not so bad at all. That's like $1.60 a litre here. Like, people would
Oceanic
love
said,
that.
Japan has a reserve, which, unlike us, they wisely put inside of their own country's borders
Yep.
so it could be accessible.
We weren't so smart. We put our reserve outside of Australia, which means when you need it, you can't have it. Not the best decision that they've made. Everyone's definitely feeling it now. Like, they're counting down the days until it runs out. They're like, oh, we've got about 50 days of fuel left. But you'd have to compare that to like what we normally have left. You know, like it could just be normal, like 50 could be the average.
Ozzy Dunny said, yes, our reserve is in the USA. The source of the problem.
All right, I'll just take my car over there and I'll be fine, no worries. Yeah, if we run out over here, it's gonna be chaos. Like, people are already not happy with how things are going. That will be like the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like, I'm lucky, I'm mostly insulated from it all because most of my work's online and I don't have to travel too much.
Hazel23 said, we're about £1 and 44 pence per litre at the moment.
Yeah, I think the pound to
So
dollar
that's
is like 2 to 1.
or 1.91 AU's dollars.
Yeah, it's up there. Like, it's going up for everybody. It's a big shock. And people can't afford it, they can't handle it. People were struggling to get by before this happened. Now this is going on. Hopefully they resolve this thing soon.
Ozzy Dunny said, my city will be fine.
I'm not
We
hopeful.
usually are when closed off. We get locked in with all the foods. Oh no, help.
You guys are a mining town, you'll be fine. They'll be a priority. There's zero chance the big mining companies are going to go without diesel and fuel.
Tazzle23 said, or $1 United States dollar and 33 cents.
Yeah, so AUD to USD is like 1.5 to 1. So that's about $2 a litre.
Hoybert said, the German people after World War II had no petrol. They got creative and made wood gasifiers for their cars to run on wood.
Yeah, back then there weren't even many people with cars.
Well, we're also the beef capital and fruits.
Yeah, it'll be, I don't know. I think things are going to get messy. Like, you know, optimistically they sort this war out soon.
Hoybert said, I've seen some Aussies do that.
But I think the people in charge are very stubborn and that's not going to happen. So we could be in for like a long haul of just high fuel prices, high cost of living, high everything. There'll be very angry people around.
We literally get locked in with half of Australia's exports. It's not exactly painful.
Yeah, maybe I should move to Rocky. Maybe that's the place to ride this out. No, I'll stick it out down here. All right, who's coming at us? Hopefully they can see my light. They're going very slow. Like, they could be doing 80 along here, but they're barely doing like 30. Something going on, they're looking for something.
Ozzy Dunny said, just so long as you don't smoke. I'm annoyed at Rocky today.
You don't smoke? Yeah, ciggies are expensive. I don't smoke, I'm an asthmatic, so that would basically kill me. But I think a pack of smokes is like nearly $40 for 20 here. That's insane. Is that $2 a smoke?
23 said, Norway is our biggest gas supplier.
Yeah, because they're so close to you guys. And they've got those huge oil reserves that the Swedish people are incredibly jealous of. I'll show you guys the last little bit of sunlight that we got.
Ozzy Danny said, while I was watching either Chastard or Cameraman Paul last night, someone came onto the porch, literally right behind me, to steal Mum's porch ashtray for the dumpies.
Jeez. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people are nicking petrol now. They're stealing it out of people's tanks.
Said, oh.
So there's the last slither of light up there, and then it's going to get real dark real fast. But, what do they say? Red night, what, shepherd's delight? Red morning, something morning.
Tazzle23 said, I believe the North Sea is one of the biggest areas to get supplies of oil.
Yeah, they got a heap of like deep sea drilling operations up there. And the Norwegians were smart. They decided, hey, look, we've got these resources. We're going to feed them into a big fund for all of us.
Hoybert, we wouldn't need wood whatevers. Sugar cane makes ethanol.
It does.
Hoybert said, there you go.
But the amount of land that you need to sustain, you know,
Hoybert
everybody
said,
moving to ethanol just can't be done. Rum is big. Rum would be good. It's going to be like the 1920s all over again. We're going to have like rum runners sneaking that stuff all over the place. We'll have like speakeasies. and then maybe some sort of new version of NASCAR, or the origins of it, because that's how it started. It was like dudes running rum, and they needed quick cars to get away from the cops. All right, there should be a bike track up there.
Ozzy Danny said, the amount of land you'd need, like half the Queensland coast currently is.
Yeah. Oh, you need more than that. And it would be expensive too. But hey, at least it's an option. Our real option is LPG, because we have like stupid amounts of gas reserves here. And you can convert a car over to LPG fairly easily. I don't know what it's like for modern cars, but the older stuff, not too difficult. All right, we're going this way. If we're lucky.
37 said, be safe going home tonight. Toilet pink heart, pink heart.
Oh, I will be. I'll get there in one piece. We might get lucky and see some wombats up here.
Casual23 said, I'm getting a full tank of petrol with my new car as a happy birthday from them. Plus a free coat of some protection stuff they put on the bumpers.
That's nice of them to fill it up.
Said, solar too. I'm surprised that's not a bigger thing.
Solar's pretty massive in Australia. There's I think we've got one of the highest uptakes of solar in the world here, because the government subsidise a lot of installations. So there are a lot of people with solar, even like the batteries that the houses can run on. But not everyone can afford it.
Enjoy your cornbread and jello.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
Ozzy Danny said, yeah, even my government house has solar in Queensland.
Like, we got a big solar installation on our place. I think it's an 8 kilowatt one. Not massive, but it's big enough.
Casual23 said, solar is a bit restricted when you're in a country that can be very cloudy.
Yeah, in the UK it's not ideal, is it? You guys get like 2 days of sunlight a year. Although our system, even when it's cloudy, you know, it's an 8 kilowatt system, it'll still put out like 4 or 5 kilowatts. It's surprising how much it can actually put out. But ours just gets exported out to the grid, because we don't have a way to capture it and use it for the house. And those solar battery installations are pretty pricey. But we'll probably end up getting one eventually. Now let's put the high beams on. There we go.
Pointer said,
I can see a bit
the
further.
UK should have some sort of generator that runs on rainfall, haha. Ozzy Danny said, ours is the same like that, to the grid.
Yeah, we got a generator that runs on diesel. And then I think we've got another one that runs on petrol.
23 said, we get a bit more than that, but it means it's less reliable. We do have quite a few wind farms, but that won't help car fuel costs.
I think people have jumped the gun on going to all these renewables. Like, it hasn't been a very smooth transition. They could have taken a little bit longer to roll it all out. It would have been a better idea. Because then we would have cheaper electricity from the grid, which means it's cheaper to run your electrical cars. And then you get higher adoption. But hey, it's not like we get to choose these things. Jeez, it's getting dark. I can barely see up ahead. You guys can probably see nothing. And I just took a bug to the face. But that's all right, we're nearly back. This is it's kind of the outskirts of town here. We'll do a little run through town too on the way back. Yeah, I've timed this well. My legs they're not too tired. Not yet.
Casual23 said, we can see a bit of the sky and what your light is showing us.
Yeah, it's very dark. I mean, I can see maybe 50, 60 meters ahead. And then it's, oh, look at this. It's a possum. He's gone off to the right. Maybe I can shine a light on him. Where are you, buddy? I have no idea where he is. He's gone. Probably gone up a tree or something. I think he got a bit of a shock. Yeah, I can see maybe 50 metres up ahead. But we'll have heaps of light in a bit. All the street lights and stuff aren't that far away.
Hazel23 said, that is a descent front light though.
Oh yeah, it saved me a few times. I did the Australia Day stream and I was coming back and it was pitch black. It was like 10 o'clock at night and I could see nothing. But I had the light and it's good enough. Yeah. Today's been a good day. I'm glad I left the house and jumped back on the bike. And then when I get back, I can just throw on some streams and grind through the rest of my work. And once I got that work done, that frees me up entirely. I can either chase up another job from someone, or I can focus on my own stuff for a bit. So we'll see how we go. I gotta hit up my cousin, he wants a website. And he's fairly easy to work for, so. He's not one of those guys who like micromanages the whole project. He's just like, yep, you know what you're doing, go ahead. And then when I get paid, I might be able to afford 1 tank of fuel. Yeah, that's the town just up ahead. Nearly there.
Toilet said, or 1 cigarette.
Yeah, I'll do a ciggies on a lay-by plan. Whoa, that thing's got light. I thought that house was like, that thing was like just torn up and trashed, but there's people in there. Check this out. This place is like almost always just empty and like torn up. Can't really see it from here, but it's kind of like a run-down old house or something, but there's like, they got power in there, something's going on in there. What are they doing? Maybe it's like a little museum type thing. I'll have to figure out what that is. It's interesting. Yeah, one thing, I wouldn't be parking my car on the street out here that much anymore. Someone will siphon out your fuel for sure. It's already happened. There was a news article about it the other day. I mean, I've had people try break into my petrol tank to take the fuel, but they were stupid. They didn't know which way the hinge worked, so they couldn't open the petrol flap. So what they did do is destroy the petrol flap. So I got another one on there. It'd be nice if people just sort of respected other people's property, but sometimes you can't have nice things. All right, we are back in civilization. This little thing, it's like a mobile, oh, not that one, this one up here. It's a little mobile tool station, so you can fix your bike if it's broken. It's got pump, it's got the tools, got everything you need there. Really useful. If you break down at that exact spot. You break down anywhere else, good luck, man. Oh, so much easier to ride on like a hard surface like this. There's just less resistance, it's awesome. How we doing for time? 8. That's all right. I sort of figured I'd get back around 8:30, maybe 9 at the latest. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of other people on today. Mondays are kind of like a quiet one. I know Luke is usually on in the mornings, but I was well and truly asleep by then. He starts early and then he goes till I don't know, 1, 12-ish. So I couldn't make that. We'll see who's on tonight. Otherwise, I'll just throw some music on. I'm getting hungry now though. I didn't really eat a whole lot today. All I had was a sandwich before I left. You know, and breakfast in the morning.
Tazol23 said, Luke's not posted a schedule yet.
He's probably going to take a week off, I reckon. He was saying he was pretty tired and worn out at the moment. You just need some downtime to recover. Which is understandable, like we're not going to go anywhere, we'll be there when he gets back.
Tazol23 said, Peter is on Connor's stream, so Pete won't be streaming.
Okay. He had Chris on yesterday, I think. Those two were doing a walk and talk. They're probably playing games or something. I think they're doing a lot of like Final Fantasy at the moment. Him, Connor and Mouse.
Tazol23 said, yay, that was good fun.
Are you going to go to PremierCon or TwitchCon? It's coming up. I think it's like two months away now. Kind of jealous all the Europeans can get there so easily.
Tazol23 said, today they are playing Castlevania.
Okay. I didn't know that was a multiplayer game. Maybe they'd have like a multiplayer co-op version of it. All right, we're gonna go take a little detour through town. Got one of the streets. I could check the...
Tazol23 said, yes, I'm all booked in for Rotterdam and PremierCon, meeting up with the Welsh community.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that'll be good. There's a few people going, it just gets bigger every year. People were worried last year that it was getting too big to keep doing, like too big to manage.
Tazol23 said, Pete is physically sitting next to Connor whilst Connor plays through the game.
Okay. Oh, that's a good way to do it. It's sort of like a couch sort of setup. It's kind of like how people would play single player games like years ago. You just go over to your mate's place, whoever's good at the game would jump on and play it, and you sit there and watch. Like I did that with my friends. They couldn't figure out the Katamari Damacy controls, but I figured it out right away and they're like, hey, we like this game, but we want you to play it. I'm like, okay, say no more, I can do that. Kind of miss that era. Just like, you know, we're all at university, you got some time off, you just hang out at your mate's place. Before everybody got really busy. I kind of want to grab a drink, but I'll resist. I had like a bunch of Monster energy drinks last week, and because it's a stimulant, when you stop drinking them, like you just get so tired. You have no energy for like a day or two. So probably best I avoid those. Oh, my legs are getting tired now, I can feel it. But that's all right, we're nearly almost back. Oh, this place is all boarded up with newspapers. I thought it was a real estate place. I'll wait for this guy. Can't tell if they're turning half the time. You know what, we'll go down here. The bike store used to be at one of these places. It was either this one or this one. I think it was here. And then, yeah, they upgraded to a bigger place. Actually, I think it was this one. I remember the door was on the side. But it was funny, it's like a bike store that sold heaters. So they're called wheel heat. So I've got a feeling that originally it was just like a heater store, and then the guy's son grew up and started running it and decided to sell bikes as well, and then sort of pushed it in that direction. And this is a shame, this book place used to be really popular. Like you get a lot of tourists that come into town and they'd go there and, I don't know, they must have had like some hard to get books there or something. But a lot of people would talk about it if you bring up Wonthaggi. And then I think they just sort of went bankrupt, or they closed, or I don't know what happened. All right, petrol, how much is it today? I'm saying 290 something. Oh no, fuel is 256, but diesel, yeah, nearly $3 for diesel. So it's still going up. Yeah, they're just keeping it under $3 by like, yeah, 0.3 cents. I mean, the difference between that and having a 3 on the sign, it's just them competing against all the other servos that are in town. Go over there, 299.7 at Liberty, they're the same price for diesel. They're all matching each other. We'll check out the one up here as well. I think it's Celtics or an Ampol. What are they doing? Actually, I'll cross over first. I know the BP charges. Actually, no, we'll keep going this way. Oh, Mobil. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, Mobil used to be awesome. They would have a way that you could just pay at the pump, and then they got rid of it. It was so convenient. You just turn up, swipe your card, fill it up, off you go. And then, yeah, they got rid of it, and now you got to go in and wait like everybody else. So less convenient. What are they charging? Diesel efficient and diesel 297.5. Okay. I'm gonna wait for the traffic. Oh, there's no one coming this way. We don't have to wait. There's one more servo up ahead, BP. They're usually the most expensive. We'll see if they're willing to go to $3. Ah, that's my light's gonna run out. Don't worry about that. Damn, I thought it would last longer than that. It's the little blinking light on the back of the bike. It starts beeping when it's got maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes left. Just gotta pull that in and charge it again. I did that not that long ago, but I guess I've just been using it a lot. So I've worn it down. We'll check out the BP, and then I'll see if I can find some kangaroos. It's kinda dark. Don't know if you'll be able to see them that easily. All right, let's go. Okay, there's the servo. Was this guy coming in to get fuel, or is he dropping it off? I think he's draining what little diesel is left. He's gonna turn it into the war rig from Mad Max. Oh, am I gonna get run over? Is he backing up? What's he doing? I think we're good. Oh, they're over $3, check it out. $3.07 for ultimate diesel. I don't know what regular diesel would be, but Jesus Christ, even $1 a litre for LPG. That's pretty damn high. Which makes no sense because our LPG should be domestically sourced. We have huge gas reserves. Do we have any kangaroos hanging around up here? Probably not today. Oh, there they are. It's just very dark. If I sneak up on them. You can't see them, but if I turn left a bit, you'll be able to. There they are. They're just hanging around. I'm surprised they can see anything. They're looking at me. Are there any on the path up here? No, not today. Oh, I've just interrupted their dinner. Speaking of, I've got to figure out what I'm having tonight. Oh yeah, you notice right away when you're riding on like a
Cozy Danny
rough
said,
surface.
OMG, it got dark hard.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. From here to winter, the days are just going to get really short, really fast. Like the rate of change is, like you notice it the most now. And it sort of eases off towards winter solstice. We've got a car coming. What are they doing? They're parking? Yeah, they're parking. That's all right. I thought they were going ahead. Oh, maybe they're doing a U-turn. Okay, let's go up here. Yeah, it's basically, there's a little bit of light left, but it's not lighting anything up. It's just sort of the sky's not pitch black to the left. Most of it's like off to the right, where it's just you can't see anything. Yeah, definitely getting hungry. Yeah, I gotta ease off the sugar. I've been doing all this exercise, but my weight has stayed the same. Because normally after a ride like this, I'll just go home and eat like ice cream and have like a lemonade or whatever. So if I ease off of that and I keep doing this, I'll actually start cutting down a bit. Which was the plan all along. So I've kind of undermined myself. Where do I cross over? Is it past this a little bit? Yeah. There it is. I hardly ever use the intersection from this side, so a bit disorientated. Here we go. Ooh. No one coming over there. Might head up to Bunnings and we'll wrap up there. Who should we raid though? I don't know who's on. I'll check in a minute when I can find out how to get into this car park. Don't want to go through the garden. Here we go. All right, we'll just park up over here. Here's a good spot.
Cozy Danny said, Nomad's Gods is on.
There's hardly ever anyone to talk to in there. I don't like the idea of raiding a VODs channel because like there's no one to talk to and people just leave usually, so let me have a look. I'll check.
Cozy Danny said, that's the best that I see.
I'll check my list.
Tazzle23 said, worst case there's Nomad's VOD channel which is still running.
Yeah.
Unless you can find anyone else.
We'll see what.
Cozy Danny said, fair.
Might be able to find someone else. If not, it's a good recommendation. Hey, it's me. I don't want to raid myself. Yeah, that's our options. We're raiding Luke. All right, I guess that's what we're doing. What should we do for the raid message? Just like, I don't know. Jealous of your cheap fuel raid.
Tazzle23
right.
said, or Sea Dog.
Nah, I don't raid Connor. I don't really watch Connor. I like his YouTube stuff, but like his stream stuff, I don't have time.
Tazzle23 said, but he may be limited.
Stream manager. Plus, I don't like the idea of raiding like a huge channel. I don't have time. It just sort of comes across as like, I'm here to leech your viewers. No, we'll raid Luke's channel. He might be in there chatting away, having a bit of downtime.
Said, I don't think Connor would even notice a raid this small.
Yeah, exactly. Cubo might notice, but
said,
hey, check it out, there's a tractor.
Weird. Pete would be okay.
There's a tractor just cruising around town. Okay, raid is Umbrella. Here we go. Yep, Nomadic Gojin VODs. All right, we're about to double his numbers. Let's go. Hopefully it's worked. This thing never gives you a good confirmation that you're actually about to head off. All right, I think we're good. And if I go back to mine, I can accelerate it a bit.
Ozzy Danny said, thanks for stream.
That's all right.
It's
Thanks for you
work.
guys coming along. It's always better than a silent stream.
Tazzel23 said, it's showing.
Yeah, cool. Thanks. Yeah, I'll speed it up a bit, and yeah, I might jump in when I get home, have a chat if he's on. Otherwise, I'll I don't know, stuff my face with food and watch some YouTube. Should be good.
Tazzel23 said, yay, thanks for stream.
No worries.
Nice to have people to chat to on a Monday and...
All right. Jealous of your fuel.
Nope.
Fuel prices.
Worth a try, though. But no.
God, typing is slow.
Damn.
There we go. All right, we're going to turn this one off.